Hello, I'm Marville. I just thought of showcasing this app that we built for one of our clients. They are using Contentful and they have this content model or content type that's called store. They have at least 800 stores that they need to curate, which um, is going to be a lot of work if they have to be curated one by one from the back end of Contentful. It contains multiple fields. Most of them are mandatory, and curating them one by one here would take a lot of time. So they wish to have an import export tool where they can curate all of these, or at least some of these easier. And ideally, they want it to be uh, applied in the back end. So what we did is we built a custom app. It's called Store Import Export Tool. So we can see here that it's loading after we open the app. The reason for that is it's getting all of the stores from Contentful and generating a CSV that the user can download. The generated CSV doesn't get stored to any server, and actually this application here is serverless. These are just basically JavaScript files or static HTML. It's using the Contentful app framework, which is based on React.js. So from here, they can download or export the CSV that contains all the stored data. They can open such the said CSV on any of their favorite CSV editor like Microsoft Excel. From here, they can see all the stores that they have in Contentful along with their data. That's a lot. That's why the reason for building such tool. There's also the case where they were populating the stores before, and then sometime after they decided to add more fields and then set those fields as required fields. So the previous stores have a chance to have no value for those mandatory fields. We can confirm this by importing the same CSV that we downloaded. And also, before that, there's a validation that will be run when they try to upload a CSV to make sure that all of each row can be processed before doing the actual import. The upload can be done via drag dropping or even clicking this div here and then selecting the file. Here we are dragging the CSV file. As we can see here, we supply the same CSV that we downloaded, yet it did not pass the validation because some of the stores have some fields that are not populated, like the region. To demo this tool, let's open the same CSV in Microsoft Excel. Let's delete some fields, some stores here, so that we are only going to work on these two store. To update the field, we simply change the value of the table data. For example, if we want to update the store here, to change its name to be updated to has been updated. And let's change all the values to yes. And let's set the Boolean fields to false. But before that, let's see this store in Contentful. Also, if we want to create a new store, we simply add a new row. Let's copy some fields. And let's save the CSV. Now, if we upload the same CSV, we would have a quick summary of what's going to happen. We have 3 total stores in the CSV, which we can confirm. And then we are going to update 2 stores here, which contains existing ID. And then we are going to create 1 new store whose ID column is still empty. Now we can start the import. Also, before that, we can confirm that we did not change the store here. Should not get updated. So what we are expecting is this won't have to get updated in the back in Contentful, but only this one and a new store. Now it says import done. So let's confirm it. Yeah, as we can see here, the store here that we want to update has already been updated. And all of the fields are set to yes. And all the Boolean fields are set to no from here. Which we can also confirm on this timestamp. Updated. This is the new store that we just created. Now we can reset the app and if we download the store data, note that we have now 887 stores. And if we download all the store data, the new store has ID now. That's really it that I wish to showcase. Um, the Contentful app is really helpful. You do not have to host this app on your website. It doesn't need any server. Contentful will actually host these files for you under the app configuration. The moment, since we are on development mode, I'm still hosting it from my local host. But once I'm ready to deploy, I can simply ask Contentful to host the files that is generated by their app, by their local development tool. I think that's it. Thanks for